to the next episode of Formula Fangirl. That's me. So, we are finally in the month of February. Yay! And Formula One is just around the corner. So, I thought in this video I would bring you all what's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. So obviously very soon we're going to be having pre-season testing, which happens at the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, Spain. And before we see all the cars go out on the tracks to see what we can do, we need to find out what the cars are going to look like. So starting very soon, we're going to be seeing our team car launches. And that is when all the teams show the new car that they have been building over the winter break. So let's go through what we're going to be seeing during these car launches. So, starting on Monday, February the 11th, we're going to have Toro Rosso. They're going to be starting off the car launches and they're going to be doing an online launch. So we're no doubtly going to see Daniel Kvyat and Alexander Albon showing us the new car for 2019, the STR14. So Daniel Kvyat will be driving car number 26 and Alexander Albon was the last person to choose his car number, which is going to be car number 23. Moving on to Tuesday 12th of February, we're going to be seeing Renault launch their car. So Renault are going to be doing their launch at their centre in Enstone, and we are very much probably going to see Nico Hülkenberg and Daniel Ricciardo launching the car for Renault. So obviously Nico Hülkenberg drives under car number 27 and Danny Ric drives car number 3. It's going to be a very exciting pairing for Renault this year with the Hulk and the Honey Badger, so it's going to be very exciting to see what they can do. Moving on to Wednesday, February 13th, we have two cars launching on the same day from different teams. So the first team to announce their car launch on February the 13th was Racing Point, and they're going to be launching their car at an international car show in Canada. And we're probably going to see Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez there at the show, showing us what the new car for Racing Point is going to look like. So Lance Stroll drives under car number 18 and Sergio Perez drives under car number 11. Now obviously Racing Point's been in the news a lot over the recent times with their financial difficulties and new leadership, so it's going to be very interesting to see what Racing Point can do in 2019 with their new lineup. Moving on to the second team that's going to be announcing their car on February the 13th, and that is Mercedes. They were one of the later teams to announce they're going to be launching their car on that day, and we're going to see them do that at a shakedown at Silverstone. And obviously Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas will probably be there showing us what's going to be happening for Mercedes this year. Now obviously those driver numbers won't be changing because it's the same team for 2018. So Lewis drives under car number 44 and Valtteri drives under car number 77. That's going to be interesting to see what Mercedes can do this year. There's a lot of controversy over Esteban Ocon or whether or not he should have been taking the seat. We shall have to see. Moving on to the Thursday the 14th of February, and to many of us that day will be significant due to the fact that it is Valentine's Day. And McLaren are going to be giving us a lovely Valentine's Day treat by launching their car at the McLaren Technology Centre on that day. And we're probably going to see Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz. They're showing us what McLaren are going to be doing this year. Carlos Sainz will keep his number obviously at 55, and Lando Norris, the first rookie of the year to tell us that he was going to be in Formula 1, he will be adapting car number 4. So let's just see what McLaren can do this year and see if they can get themselves back up with the ranks. And finishing up that week on Friday, February the 15th, will be Ferrari, and they're going to be announcing their car launch in Italy. So obviously Sebastian Vettel will be driving for them again in car number 5, and joining them is Charles Leclerc in car number 16. And this is going to be a pair to watch because obviously Seb had some difficulties last year and Charles has been very good creeping up the order, showing us what he can do. So what do we think is going to happen in Ferrari? If you think you might know, leave me a comment below. So that's going to finish up that week for those car launches. Wow, that we are being spoiled. Starting the week after, we have Sauber. No, we don't. We have Alfa Romeo Racing. Yes, Alfa Romeo have changed their name. So bye-bye Sauber and hello Alfa Romeo Racing. And that is going to happen on Monday, February the 18th in Barcelona. Does that date sound familiar to anyone? Well, it should, because that is the first day of pre-season testing in Barcelona. Yes, February the 18th is when we start seeing all the on-track action, seeing the new cars bringing themselves to Barcelona on the Circuit de Catalunya, showing us what they can do. So Alfa Romeo will be releasing their car on that morning and then bringing that car to the track later that day. And that is all the teams so far that have announced their launches. We are still very much waiting for Red Bull Racing, Williams and Haas to announce when they're going to be launching their cars. So come on guys, get it together. We are itching to find out when you are going to announce your car launches. So obviously driving for Red Bull, we have Max Verstappen with car number 33 and Pierre Gasly joining them in car number 10. For Williams, we have Robert Kubica returning to F1, driving with car number 88, and another rookie, George Russell, joining them in car number 63. And then Haas, obviously same as Mercedes, will be keeping their driver lineup with Romain Grosjean with car number 8 and Kevin Magnussen in car number 20. So they are all our teams, all the drivers, all the numbers, and who to look out for on track. Hi everyone, so I've had to put this little snippet into my video because Haas and Red Bull have been very, very unkind to me. I spent all that time making a video, making it all nice and perfect, putting in all my facts, and what do? They announced their car launch date after I finished editing my video. So here I am to say that Haas and Red Bull, yes, have announced their dates that they're going to be launching the car. So Red Bull is going to be joining Mercedes and Racing Point to announce their car on February the 13th. So yep, that's going to be the RB15 announced on February the 13th. So that's going to be a very exciting day for Formula One. Which one will you be watching? And then Haas have decided to put themselves right at the front of the pack. They're going to be announcing their livery on the 7th of February. So that is this week. That is on Thursday. So that all the action begins this Thursday thanks to Haas F1 team. But it's just going to be the livery rather than the actual car itself. So we'll have to see what that is all about. But yep, so there are the two new dates for Red Bull and Haas, and we are just waiting on Williams. So we just touched on pre-season testing, which will start on Monday, February the 18th. And that is going all the way up to March the 1st. But they kind of break it down into two sessions. So test 1 classification is from Monday the February the 18th till February the 21st, and test 2 will start on February the 26th going up to March the 1st. And obviously that brings us very nicely into the month of March, where Formula One properly gets going. While we're at the Circuit de Catalunya, we're going to be obviously seeing certain laps being taken, the new cars, what's going to be happening there, and that's going to be very interesting for us fans. It's just a little snippet showing us what's going to be happening with all the different teams in Formula One, giving you a kind of idea of who's going to be up there, but actually it doesn't really give a real show of what's going to be happening when we start Formula One, because what they'll do is they'll take all the data that they get from pre-season, quickly take it away with them and see if there's any little changes they can make before they start all the racing in March. And I'm sure that we can't wait to see all what they're going to be finding out. So moving on to the month of March, and that is where Formula One properly starts with our first race on March 17th in Australia. But before that, if you are lucky enough to live in Australia or going to be going to the race in Australia, Formula One have decided to treat you to something very special. On March the 13th, they're going to be doing a season launch in Melbourne Federation Square, where all the teams and drivers and cars are going to be coming out and giving you a very big party to say, yep, Formula One is back, come and join us this year for all the action. So that's going to be very spectacular for all of you that's going to be there. And of course, if you've got any pictures or you've got any videos, come and tell me and share them. That's going to be amazing. And then, as we said, 4 days later, Race 1 will begin, and that will happen on March 17th in Melbourne, Australia. So that's going to be fantastic for us because 2019 is going to start, and that race will probably give us a few ideas of who's going to be at the top of the pack this year and who we are going to be seeing down the bottom. Have you got any predictions? If you do, let me know in the comments below. So now I think it's important for us to quickly run down that race calendar again, where we're going to see us on certain dates and what's going to be happening in 2019. So as we said, 17th of March we're going to be in Australia, and the 31st of March we're going to be in Bahrain. And then moving on to April 14th, we're going to be in China. Now, China is going to be a very poignant race for the year in 2019 because it is the 1,000th race of Formula One. And I can't believe it, 1,000 races. How amazing is that? And I'm pretty sure that Formula One are going to give us a very big party on that day. There's going to be celebrations, there's going to be lots of things going on. So for all the action of what's going to be happening in China, please come back to my channel and I will let you know what's going to be going on. So moving on April the 28th, we're going to be in Azerbaijan. We're going to be in Spain on the 12th of May and Monaco on the 26th of May. Then Formula One give us a lovely little treat with 3 races in the month of June. On the 9th of June, we're going to be in Canada. 23rd of June, we're going to be in France, and on the 30th of June, we're going to be in Austria. So thank you, Formula One, for those lovely back-to-back races. We're going to be in Silverstone on the 14th of July, and we're going to be in Germany on 28th of July. And then rounding up the summer races, we're going to be having Hungary on the 4th of August. And unfortunately, we have that 4-week wait where we have a summer break in Formula One. So that's where the drivers can have a little bit of relaxation, have a little bit of a break, and then come back fighting for the second half of the season. And luckily for us, Formula One give us a lovely back to Formula One treat with 3 races in September. So on the 1st of September, we are in Belgium. We're in Italy on the 8th of September. And we're in Singapore on the 22nd of September. We're in Japan on the 13th of October and Mexico on the 27th of October. We're in USA for the 3rd of November, and on the 17th of September we're in Brazil, and then we round up 2019 in the 1st of December in Abu Dhabi. So we get a lovely Advent treat for the festive season for 2019. Those races are going to be spectacular. I think 2019 is going to be a very memorable season. What do you think is going to happen? Who's going to be at the top of the heap? Which teams are we going to see at the bottom? Which race is going to be the most amazing? If you have any predictions, leave me comments down below. So that is all the action that's going to be happening in 2019, and I can't wait to bring all my race reviews to you. And speaking of you guys behind the camera, I'm obviously going to be treating you to something very special very soon. So as I said in one of my previous videos, I am going to be lucky enough to be spending pre-season testing in the Red Bull Racing Hospitality and Garage. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Not long to go now, and I cannot wait to bring you with me on my trip. I'm going to be filming wherever I can, I promise. I'm going to be a good girl. I'm going to ask when I get there, are there places that I can and cannot film? And I'm pretty sure there are going to be places where they're going to be like, access denied with a camera. But all the places that I can bring a camera, don't worry, you'll be coming with me and I'll be showing you all I can for pre-season testings. I'm going to be in the Red Bull Racing Hospitality building, I'll be in the paddock, I'll be in the garage, in the pits, and I'm going to be taking a tour of the circuit on the Red Bull Racing truck. So that's going to be so amazing. So yes, I promise to bring you along wherever I can, and I'm so excited. Is there anything in particular you want me to try and show you from pre-season testing? If there is, leave me a comment down below. But thank you for listening to this little recap of what we're going to be seeing for the 2019 season. It's going to be spectacular. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. I'm Georgina, your Formula Fangirl, and we'll see you next time. Bye!